Hi, you guys. Okay, so I want to talk this week about taking ownership of your journey. So I'll start out with telling you a story, and I'll try to keep it short. But a couple months ago, I had a lady come into my life. She wanted to buy my spin bike from me. I had posted it on the Vistancia website, and she wanted to buy my spin bike. So she came out, looked at the bike, bought the bike, and then her mom had asked me, like, how do you get in shape, whatever. So I told her I was a trainer, and I also, a big part of my results are Isagenix, because that's the truth. And so they were like, oh yeah, my hairdresser, talked to me about Isagenix, but she doesn't really know a lot, and she was real vague, and she was this and she was that. So a lot of not nice things to say about her hairdresser's knowledge on Isagenix. And so it's kind of a red flag when people do that. And so but I just kind of was like, well, maybe her hairdresser doesn't, maybe she's just like pushing the business and not really helping her understand how the nutrition part is beneficial. So then she ended up signing up with me with Isagenix, and we put her on a plan and everything, got her order, she signed up with me. She got 2 people signed up with her, had all her products paid for, everything was just like perfect. And then she also was considering boot camp. Like I was trying to tell her, come out for Bring a Friend Friday, whatever. Well, she lives in Vistancia, and so she went. They had some boot camp, Bring a Friend Day or whatever on a Monday. And she went, and she texted me later that day and said, my Isagenix is going awesome. I love the shakes. I love this. I love whatever. And mind you, she claims to be, I don't know if I would say she's 60 pounds overweight, but she says she's 60 pounds more than she wants to be. So keep that in mind. So she goes to this boot camp, and this trainer, it's just miserable because the trainer is like, go run 4 miles, and she has bad knees and didn't ask her about her knees and was like yelling at her like, run, 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 whatever. And it was just completely awful. And so I was like, well, come out, try our Bring a Friend Friday, because I can guarantee you I'm not going to have you running 4 miles on Bring a Friend Day, if at all, ever. I mean, I think 3 is the most we've done, but I think my campers would laugh at me and drive off if I said that. So anyway, so I was like, come out, try mine, whatever. No, it's kind of far. I don't know, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, so then things are going great as far as I know with Isagenix. She's on it, her mom's on it, her uncle's on it. They like the shakes, they like this, they like that. She's got a million questions. I'm answering them like as quick as I can, whatever. And then before I know it, she's returned all her product. And I was kind of like, my head was spinning. And I started to take it personal, like, oh my gosh, like I don't know if I've worked one-on-one with someone like so diligently like I did with her, but it hit me. She's not ready to take ownership of her journey, basically. So she has a trail of reasons outside of why she's not getting results. So first, she didn't take the leap with Isagenix because her hairdresser didn't know enough. She didn't go with the boot camp because the boot camp trainer did this. She didn't come to my boot camp because she just doesn't know about the distance and whatever, blah, blah, blah. She didn't, and then all of a sudden she's out. So I thought, okay, there's a reason. And I don't say this in a mean way. I say it in a very tough love kind of way. There's a reason you are where you are. So there's a reason she's carrying extra weight that she wants to get rid of, and she hasn't been able to get rid of it for the last 2 years. And that one reason comes down to taking ownership of your journey and eliminating any kind of blame that you put out there. So it could be blaming other people. It's just blaming external circumstances, people. It could be, well, my husband always has junk food around the house, or I have 3 kids, or they always bring donuts to work, or whatever it is, like all those things are always going to be there, and all those things are always going to happen. I mean, I don't have a husband, I don't have kids in my house, I don't have to worry about that part. And it is a challenge. Like when my nieces were staying with me, I do see the challenge. But there's other challenges that I face, when I am traveling or I am going to family parties. So I get it. There's always going to be those external things that could become the reason or the blame for why you didn't go or get to where you wanted to get. So this week is about taking ownership of your journey, despite what everyone else is doing, whatever else is going on. Taking ownership of your journey, eliminating blame out of your life, and saying, you know what, this is my goal, this is where I'm headed, and there are going to be things that come against me, because that is just the nature of the beast. That's what comes with it. There are going to be things that come and challenge me, And those challenges are a lot harder at the beginning, and then when you stick them out and you keep turning them away and stay your course, they become a lot easier for physical reasons, mental reasons, emotional reasons. But just eliminating all those things that we blame, all those people that we blame that are keeping us from our goal or whatever, and owning it for yourself and saying, no matter Diane Goki, no matter what's going on with my knees, no matter if I have a brand new knee in and I can't move it, I'm still going to lose. I'm going to take ownership of my journey, and I'm going to lose this unwanted fat through diet, through nutrition, whatever it is. And it doesn't even have to be nutrition, diet. I mean, what we're talking about, these 8 weeks, can be applied to anything in your life, because you apply it in one area and it can easily be used in other areas of your life. So what I want to encourage you guys to do this week is really look within. And some people are going to have to look hard, because sometimes we deny it to ourselves. Oh, no, I don't blame. Oh, no, I don't, whatever. But really take like a serious look, and look at yourself and look at your situation and look at your goals. Are you headed towards your goals? Are you on track towards your goals? If you're not, if there's those bumps or whatever, what are they? And are you blaming? Who are you putting the responsibility on? Are you giving somebody else or something else the power over your life to determine whether or not you reach that goal, or are you owning it? And so I really want you guys to take a hard look at that this week and be real honest with yourself, and be super vulnerable and honest with us, because remember, the more you put it out there and talk to us about it, the more you're helping yourself, and the more you're helping other people open up and put their guards down and go, wow, I can see myself in her. I do that. I do that too. I gotcha. Or things they wouldn't have thought of, or like sometimes we have blind spots, things that we don't know. So we have no idea that that's even there, and somebody else says something and we're like, oh my gosh, that's me. So I would love it. I feel like the communication died down a little bit last week. I'd love it if we picked it up this week and really talked about areas in our lives where we can remove any kind of blame that's going on. Nutrition, your workouts, your sleep, your job, anything that you see it in your relationships, whatever, share it with us. Because if you fix it in one area, it'll have a ripple effect in the rest of your life, and the other areas of your life. So let's take a good look at that. I guess a homework assignment we can work on is in your own post. So create your own post and share with us an area that you can see or you can focus on that you really want to, you see where you've been blaming, and you see where you've been using someone else or something else as that's the reason why I didn't reach my goal, when really the reason we don't reach our goal is here. It's right back here. And that is the honest to God truth. So the reason that lady was carrying 60 pounds for these however many years is because she was going through person to person to person to person, and just, they didn't do this, they didn't do that, they didn't do this, whatever. So look really hard at yourself and share with us, like, what is an area in your life that you can eliminate blame, take complete ownership of your journey, and focus on it, and share it with us on a post. Focus on it, zone in on it this week, and see what happens, and see how, I'd love to hear how empowered you feel. I want to hear what those are at the beginning of like today and tomorrow, and then toward the end of the week, I'd love to hear if you felt empowered or how you felt with it. So there's my story, and I'm sticking to it, and I think that's it. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning, leg day. Love you guys. Have a great night. Bye.